Hello my friends, welcome to a full playthrough of The Thing Remastered. I'm currently playing a early build of the game, so it may be slightly different to what you see, but I think overall you should be able to follow along if you're looking for a guide or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and start up the game and we'll watch the first cutscene together. We'll just go to new game.
Larson! Larson! Oh, wake up!
Oh, herregud, hjälp mig! Hjälp mig!
Blake, it's Whitley. What's the situation?
Not good.
What do you see?
Not a goddamn thing in this storm.
Have you found anything?
Well, your transmitter's down and everything else is foobar.
What do you mean?
The base is gone, Colonel. It looks like massive explosives damage. Any clues here are gonna be like finding a needle in a haystack.
Understood. Do a recon, see if you can find anything that'll give us an idea what happened. I can try to get the chopper back to you within an hour, but visibility's falling fast and the report for your area is not very good.
Okay. We'll make a sweep and report back.
Roger. Meanwhile, I'll check up on Alpha Team. Oh, Blake, just remember it's 40 below out there. We both know exposure could sneak up on you. Keep your team together and get them to shelter as quickly as you can.
Roger that. Blake out.
Okay, so this first pop-up is just explaining the exposure meter. You can't stay out in the cold for too long, otherwise you'll start to lose health. And the next one's just telling us that if we press the tab button, we can see our objectives. So there is our objectives. Retrieve the evidence and rescue any survivors and keep your team alive. So this is my team here, and we'll go on, there'll be another cutscene that'll explain our team in a little minute. But if anyone hasn't played this game before, or maybe they've watched the movie, this game is actually a sequel to the John Carpenter movie. At the end of that movie, the base is pretty much destroyed, and we're just turning up to see the ruined site and do like an investigation. So let's go into this room, and you'll see our exposure meter comes down, and we'll go and watch a cutscene that explains or introduces us to our team.
Blake, you need anything repaired or even a simple bypass, and I'm your man.
If any of you take on any damage, get back to me ASAP, and I'll help you out. I'm not carrying any dead bodies back.
I'm locked, loaded, and ready to make shit dead.
Okay, so we have three different types of squad member. We have a soldier that just helps you with killing the things. We have an engineer that helps us repair panels, and we have a medic that can heal you and also heal the other members. We also have a trust meter. If a squad mate doesn't trust you, he'll not join your squad. So we'll come up against that later on in this level. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I'm going to light a flare. The flares aren't that great. We'll get a torch later, which is a little bit better. But I'm first going to... I can, let's see, interact with this. The junction box is a basic one, which you can repair yourself. So I'm going to repair this one. I don't need the help of my engineer for this one. And we're going to go over this computer, and for some reason it explodes. I don't know why. Things in the early 2000s and 90s just in games exploded all the time. And this is really demonstrating. I know we've got a nice little pistol here, some ammo. Stock up on ammo, always do that. Fill up, just fill your boots. And we got some damage there so that our medic can heal us. So this is just demonstrating that your medic can heal you, basically. And that's all we can do in here for now. We walk out and a small light has a massive explosion. So the base is really falling apart here. We'll see some beams and things are falling down over here. Let's see. There we go. Some destructibility. Anytime you see these light poles, this door is locked. Anytime you see these light poles, it's generally a good idea to follow them. They usually bring you to something. In this case, it's a key. Let's see, we go into this little... There's a hut over here that doesn't really do much, but for some reason the game just decides to cut to a... Oh, I see what it's doing. It's actually letting us look down into... There's a crashed UFO below us, and that cutscene actually lets us see down into it. I didn't actually realize that was what this was for. I thought it was cool, like that they actually went to the effort of putting a fixed camera mechanic in the game. It's like a cinematic camera that shows some things later. Interestingly, there's a noose there. This maybe would have been there was one of the members in the film that was threatening to hang himself, so I guess that's a reference to that. But I didn't actually notice it, but this fixed camera is actually to look down at the UFO, which we're going to go down and check out. I do wonder, did the devs maybe play around with the idea of like adding fixed camera angles to the game, but I don't know, I digress. Let's go into this little hut and we'll listen to a tape that was left by McCready.
I'm gonna hide this tape when I'm finished. If none of us make it, at least there'll be some kind of a record. The storm's been hitting us pretty hard now for 48 hours. We still have nothing to go on. One other thing. I think it rips through your clothes when it takes you over. Windows found some shredded long johns, but the name tag was missing. They could be anybody's. We're all very tired. There's nothing else I can do. Just wait. R.J. McCready, helicopter pilot, U.S. Outpost North 31.
So that exact tape recording was recorded in the movie. And he references Windows, who's also a character from the movie, so it's just a direct follow-on from the events of the movie, really, this whole base. Nothing in here, just a fire extinguisher. It's always worth picking up. But we're going to go into this room and we're going to check out the UFO that we seen from that camera angle earlier.
What the hell?
What do you think it is, Captain?
I don't know and I don't care.
Looks like a goddamn UFO to me. This shit gives me the creeps.
Yeah, we're not alone in the universe and all that crap. Check it out and move on.
Alright, so a cool thing about this game is the items now flash. So if there's something that you can pick up, you can actually, it'll tell you that it can be picked up, and my teammate has just pissed himself. So yeah, that happens in the game. I maybe should have pointed that out. So if I go into my little team menu here, you'll see that this guy's head's just like shaking back and forward a lot faster than everyone else, and that's telling us that he's getting panicked a little bit. And it might just be because we're standing beside this UFO, it's kind of freaking him out a little bit. So I guess let's get out of here before he completely panics. We lose him. Sometimes your teammates will just crouch down and cower in a corner and they won't follow you anymore. They're unresponsive. So you have to really keep an eye on that and try not to expose them to the things too much and things like that. Like sometimes I'll leave my guys behind and just take them out myself and come back and get them. So this room, the lights are broken, and this is the first time we use our engineer. So this is an advanced junction box. I can't fix it myself, but what I can do is tell my engineer just by pressing E. I can tell him to fix it, and that should bring the lights on. There we go. Now that the lights are on, we're drawn to the corner where there's a corpse, so we're going to go over and have a look at him.
Ah, Christ, what is that?
Chill out. Everybody keep tight till we figure out what's going on.
Squad member fear. So this is telling us that our squad members can get a high fear level, and if I check out, this guy is totally freaked out now. And the way to fix that is if you get an adrenaline hypo. I'm just going to go ahead and equip that. And where is he? If I go over to him and give him the adrenaline, didn't actually say anything, but you can see now he's a lot more stable. Let's just say his head movements. So that gives us an indication that he's calmed down a little bit. So let's hack this terminal. Nice little PC. I like the models now. This will tell us the I've compiled a 5-page report on the autopsy. So yeah, there's notes scattered around, and this is the code for the door. So these are all the notes. These notes I think are, again, directly from the movie as well. Although this is probably the scariest biological entity I have ever encountered, I feel that under the correct study conditions, this could advance our understanding of biology greatly. The virus has the ability to replicate the original biology entity, including the clothing. Oh, I thought it couldn't clone the clothing. That's weird. The infected entity has the ability to fragment and survive. Every part of it is a whole. These are all quotes from the movie, really. This is a cool one that's widely quoted. If the infection entity reaches the mainland, the global infection will occur in approximately 72,000 hours. So yeah, we can't let this thing get to the mainland. So I should have access to this door now. Yes, I do. And I'm gonna, I can hack this one myself. And this just gives us access to this save room, which I'm gonna save as an audio recorder, which is pretty cool. Very retro. I'll just save it on this top one. And over here we get some health, which is always handy. You just keep spamming it until you get as much as it's willing to give you, and then the door just shuts over, signifying that it won't give us any more. So let's see where we're going now. This little cabin. Oh, this is where we see Childs for the first time.
Whitley, this is Blake.
What have you got?
One body. Identification says Childs, no survivors. And what appears to be a...
One body? And what?
in some kind of unidentified craft. It looks... well, like a UFO. Colonel? Colonel!
Roger. I'll have a chopper there ASAP. There's a supply crate that was dropped earlier near the base. It contains C4 charges. I want you to rig all the remaining buildings and I'll remote detonate them from here.
Affirmative. I'll contact you when we're finished.
Alright, so this guy here is Childs from the first movie, sitting beside a bottle of whiskey that he was sharing with Kurt Russell's character at the end of the movie. They've put the chessboard here from the movie also, so yeah. McCready's gone. He should be beside Childs if you watch the film. Maybe giving spoilers here, but I mean, yeah, at this point you shouldn't really be watching a playthrough if you're concerned about spoilers, I guess. So we're just going to pick up our C4 and we're going to use this to blow up the base. I wonder if there's a shortcut over here. Yeah. So all I have to do is just plant 2 C4 charges and then make our way back to a helicopter which takes us out of the base. There's not much else to do in the base, it's fairly destroyed. So we're going to go on to the next part of the game instead. Little pinball machine there, pretty cool. And the next C4 is placed on this wall. We actually lose this squad as well, so like don't get too attached to your squad members. You just find a bunch of new ones throughout the game. They're kind of interchangeable. You don't really get too attached. You just get new ones whenever you need it, basically. So I'm just going to jump on these flares, and the helicopter's going to pick us up.
Colonel, we've completed the explosives placement. Standing by for evac. Anything from Alpha Team?
Negative. Could be the storm.
Must be. I've been getting partial transmissions for the last hour or so. I'm going to assemble my team. When the chopper arrives, I'll have it drop me at Alpha's rendezvous.
Negative. You have your orders, Captain. Don't put this mission in jeopardy.
I understand, Colonel, but I don't have much choice. Pierce's team is in trouble. Besides, if there are any survivors, I'm the only one on the team that speaks Norwegian. Blake out.
Blake, do you read me?
Roger, Colonel. This is Blake.
Have you found anyone yet?
Nothing yet. I just arrived. The storm is worsening. May take a while to find anything.
Looks like that little stunt of yours might pay off.
I don't understand, Colonel.
I received a partial transmission from Pierce. He's found something. Might be research. Find him and get back to me ASAP.
Affirmative. Did he say if there were any hostiles in the area?
Negative. No hostiles.
Okay, I'm on it. Blake out.
Alright, so we're now at the Norwegian base, which is mentioned in the movie, but you don't actually get to go to it. We can't...
Christ, that's gotta be a few thousand volts. I gotta find the power source.
We can't pass through this, so we need to turn it off. And to do that, we need to meet a couple of new squad mates. We need to team up with some engineers.
Fresh flare. Couldn't have been here too long.
And there's one just over here. I think we're gonna get a cutscene. Never really understood that cutscene because it shows you the little the thing, but then whenever you come back here, I can't find him. So he must just hide or something. It's just kind of warning you that there's some things nearby. Let's open this door. No, I have to first of all hack this panel. I love that the lab doorway has an axe in it now. That was a pretty nice little touch. Something like The Shining sort of reminds me of.
Identify yourself.
Captain, it's Carter. Christ, where's everybody?
What happened here?
Something. I don't know what they were, but they attacked us. I thought they was part of the... Wait a minute. Don't you come any closer. Where the hell did you come from anyways?
A chopper brought me in. From the U.S. research station, 5 clicks south of here.
I'm hurt pretty bad.
Don't move, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, so our squad mate is damaged. He needs some health. And he doesn't trust us, so we need to heal him, and then we also need to give him a gun. So let's pick up this health kit right here. I already have the health kit, actually. I probably just used it. Yeah, he's freaking right out, so let's get our health kit equipped.
I'm pretty messed up.
We can, oh yeah, I've healed him.
Area looks secure.
He's a little less panicked, but he won't come with me, so if I try and get him to follow me...
No way. I don't trust you.
Doesn't trust me, so what I need to do is give him a gun, and I'm just going to give him my pistol, give him some ammo too, and then they've got this little icon above his head to say that his trust is now up, and you can see his trust's in the green, and he will now follow me.
Okay.
And I can tell him to repair stuff.
Alright.
And that will give me the ability to save, but first what I'm going to do is pick up some things. We can get another fire extinguisher. Shoot this. We've got a new area to explore. And I really like this new room. I don't know if you've seen my review or my comparison, but this room used to be like a little storage room with an electricity box here, but they've actually made this like into a whole new section of the lab with these little operating tables and really cool poster of anatomy on the wall. We get a flamethrower here, some ammo. Yep, fully ammoed out. But yeah, I like this new furniture. I don't know if this stuff was already in the game, or they've maybe they've found some old files or something. I don't remember ever seeing these operating tables, so they maybe were just created from scratch. But yeah, pretty nice little addition. And we also get our torch. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on to let you guys see it, because it's really nice. Some really nice effects from it. When I first turned it on, I was really surprised by how the objects now cast shadows. And we'll also get this cutscene actually if I walk over to this guy. And that actually triggers a couple of things to spawn behind us. First enemy of the game actually. And yeah, so I think I've explored mostly everything in this room. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and save at this point, and I think I'll end the video here actually, because I don't want each section of the videos to be too long. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and I'll catch you all in the next video. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you again next time.